Good evening, Patriots. It's Flagg, Eagleton from America's Last Line of Defense. Let's go ahead and talk about the hot topic of the week here. Debate. Listen up. Donald Trump went up against Joe Biden, and he absolutely just obliterated that guy. He walked in there and he did exactly what we like to see from Donald Trump. He immediately took control of the situation and made sure that Joe Biden wasn't going to get a word in edgewise. So, I mean, let's just face it. You got to give the guy credit. Some of the bestest debate tactics of all time. We just seen him deployed in an American presidential debate for the first time ever. I mean, when's the last time that a dude like Joe Biden, who is, by all accounts, a fairly reasonable and educated man, who else could have possibly deployed the kind of stuff that it took to take him out? And all you had to do was yell a lot and call him names and say bad stuff about his kids. Guy got all frazzled. I mean, it's almost like he was responding on Twitter and stuff and just getting his butt kicked. It wasn't anything that you would normally see in a debate when you'd say somebody won and somebody lost. That's usually more of a score based on things like qualifications and your record and stuff like that. This wasn't that kind of debate. Donald Trump made sure of it. He made sure that this was just a debate to see who could call the other one names better and who could do it for longer. And obviously, kind of like I had one of those. It happened. It was we all played high school football, right? So. What happens in the locker room when the boys start chatting and stuff, and all of a sudden you're having these little brawls and things, and that's the way that it goes down, and that's the way that men settle their disputes. And these two men went toe to toe, and Joe Biden didn't have anywhere to go, and he just got played. And let's take a look at the highlight reel.
Mr. President,
$3.5 million, Joe, have a job.
My son had a drug problem.
China ate your lunch, Joe. The mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million. China ate your lunch, Joe. Have a job.
My son had a drug problem.
What did he do with Burisma
None
to
of that.
deserve $183,000?
None, totally.
But no,
$3.5 million?
Mr. President.
He didn't get $3.5 million, Joe?
Mr. Vice
He got
Mr.
$3.5
President.
million. China ate your lunch, Joe. Have a job.
My son had a drug problem. Discredited.
Did
There was a
Burisma pay him
report.
$183,000 a month? He got $3.5
He
million from
testified.
Moscow.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
Have a job.
My son had a drug problem.
Mr. President.
$3.5
Mr.
million,
President.
Joe.
Woohoo! I mean, come on. Did you hear some of them singers? Let me tell you what, Joe Biden, you think people's really going to respond when you do that whole turn to the camera thing? Everybody knows that that's an invalid tactic, that only some guy who needs to read off the teleprompters that the Democrats has illegally placed behind that camera, and we all know it. You wasn't speaking to the American people. You was reading a speech off a teleprompter that only you could see, Joe Biden. So anyway, the president made a fool of the poor guy. He yelled more and said more insults, and by the rules of the way this debate was obviously from the very get-go, after logic and reason was tossed out the goddamn window in favor of just a man-on-man brawl, you couldn't if you're Donald Trump, you couldn't have done any better. You got guys like me who was going to go out and vote for him no matter what anyway. It's going to go vote for him even more now. My heart's in it. I am, let me tell you what, standing by. Listen, this is Flagg Eagleton. God bless America.